Hi, I'm Bryn Wilkes. Now, if you're a fresher, if you've already experienced the Loughborough experience, or whether you've graduated and you've been and done it all already, you probably still won't know nearly as much about university as the man sat right next to me. This is John Gill, the editor of Times Higher Education. He's here with us today because of Loughborough's bid to be University of the Year in Times Higher Education. So as part of that, we thought we'd bring him into the studios here at LSU Media and see what he has to say about university.
Good to be here.
So how are you, John?
Good, yeah. I'm a bit slightly surprised to be sitting in an interview chair, but I'm glad I put my tie on, so nice to be here.
So what do you remember from your university experience? What are the kind of biggest memories you've got from it?
Do you know, I think university experience has changed a huge amount. I went to university 15 years ago, probably, and I wasn't far from here. I went to Nottingham. And I think that the change in the student experience, or even thinking about what a student experience is, has changed massively in that time. You know, it's really striking when I come to universities now, the extent to which people are thinking about their curriculum, their employment when they finish, volunteering. You know, the amount of volunteering that goes on here at Loughborough just didn't happen in my day. I sound really old, don't I? In my day, it was only 15 years ago, but it really has changed radically in that time. And I think, you know, the sort of cliches of students going out and getting drunk and not engaging with their studies are slightly over the top, but it was definitely more like that, much more like that actually than it is now. And I think really, you know, to be completely frank, I would, going back, if you sort of think if I had my time again, what would I do differently? I think I would be much more involved in some of the sort of, well, you talked about enterprise here. The sports stuff's obviously very impressive at Loughborough, but also things like study abroad. I didn't do study abroad, but it's my one big regret from university that I didn't do something like an Erasmus scheme, go and spend a year getting involved. Because I think when you leave and you go into work, you know, you just work, it's all you do. And I'm lucky, I've got a really interesting job, so I get out and about and I travel and so on. But I think the opportunities that you have at university are incredibly unique, and perhaps I didn't realise until I left quite how many opportunities there were. So I think it's really good coming around somewhere like Loughborough and other universities that I visited that students seem to understand how unique those opportunities are and are making the most of them, which is great to see.
Right. I'm aware we're a little bit pressed for time at the moment. You've got
Sorry,
a lot
that
to
was
see.
a long answer.
Yeah. Oh, not a problem at all. But yeah, you've got a lot to see at Loughborough Students' Union. There's plenty for you to see and do.
Yeah.
So I'll leave you with one question.
Yeah.
It's a very important one, and we want to make sure we get an accurate answer, you know, with the cameras rolling and everything like that. So you know our Vice Chancellor, VC Bob.
I do.
Who's taller, you or him?
I think he's slightly taller. Do you know,
really?
Yeah, when we go to the conferences, there's always, you know, Vice Chancellors, they don't tend to be very tall. They're almost all blokes, unfortunately, but they're not massively tall. And they're all wearing suits, of course. So you see this sea of grey suits, and then there's Bob's head sticking out and my head sticking out, so we sort of wave at each other.
So he's just got the edge then, is he?
I think he has, yeah.
Okay. John, it's been great to have you. I hope you've enjoyed your experience at Loughborough, and you've got a bit more to come as well. So.
Okay, cheers.
Yeah, no, obviously, of course, hope you make the right decision when it comes to the...
Well, that's another thing. It's not just my decision. I'm not a Star Chamber of one. There's a whole panel of judges that get together and discuss. So I'm really here to sort of get a flavour for Loughborough and feedback. But
of course, yeah. I suppose you're the only one with two cameras pointing at you.
It's true. It's true.
It's not just John, guys. It's not just him. It's a whole panel. All right, thanks a lot for that, John.
Cheers.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.